So who are you?
Kenton Levesque. This is, I guess, my first year here with the Dragons and as the assistant coach. So yeah.
Nice. And where are you from?
Well, I've been living in Calgary the last 5 years, but my hometown's Ponoka, where my parents are still there. So that's where I'll be going home for Christmas. But so yeah, I guess I call Calgary and Ponoka home.
Nice. And how long have you been involved with the Dragons?
Well, this is my first year back. I played here 2009 to 2012, so it's kind of a homecoming of some sort. So
Nice. That's awesome. And what was your position when you played here?
I actually played defense, and then I moved to forward in my second year. So I've been in every role with the Dragons as now assistant coach, and who knows, maybe one day as a head coach as well. But so I've been a little bit of everything with the Dragons.
Nice. And why is the local support so important to you and the team?
Well, it was actually probably one of the main reasons coming back. Just the organization's such a great organization, and the Drumheller people are something that is pretty special. I know I got a lot of connections still here from when I played, and making more connections now. So the support for the team, we get pretty good crowds now every night. It wasn't so, we didn't get this many crowds back when I played, but it seems like they're really coming behind our team this year, and again, it's nice to see some of the same people that were coming to the games back when I was playing that are still coming to the games, so that's pretty cool.
Nice. And do you have a highlight of the season so far?
I guess the home opener was pretty cool. The first time being back behind the bench and Drumheller, and then to put a kind of a kicking on Brooks was always nice. The 11-3 win, so not something that you're gonna probably ever be a part of again, but it was a pretty cool experience.
Nice. That's awesome. And what are your past hockey experiences before you even got on the team with the Dragons?
So as far as coaching is concerned, I was head coach of a minor midget hockey team in Cochrane. I did that for 3 years after I played college in Calgary. So I always wanted to stay involved with the game of some sort, and kids and teaching is one of my passions. So to have that all kind of combined together, and then to be able to come back here and coach these guys, it's older kids are great, but I do still have a passion for teaching the young kids, and you'll see me sometimes on Friday afternoons or Wednesday afternoons coaching some of the Blair Christensen's kids and things like that. So I don't know, it's just I've always wanted to stay involved, and I'm so grateful that I got to be back here and continue it.
Nice. All right. So how do you handle losing a game with the team?
I mean, you have to be sure you take the proper time after each loss, and wins too. Like you can't go so high and so low. You have to try to stay a pretty even keel with whether it be a loss or a win. But after you lose, you go, you watch the game over again, and you see maybe what you could have done differently as far as putting personnel is concerned, or what you see our guys were doing, trends, and then you take that into practice, and then you try to. Each day it's a process. Each day you gotta try to get better, and we know it's a long season. I mean, like our week last week wasn't our greatest week, but it happens, and that's hockey, and you got to get over it, and you can't dwell too much on it. So trying to stay even keel, I guess, would be one of the most important things.
Yeah. And what is something you do to keep the team focused and motivated, and even yourself as well?
I mean, you got to try to make it enjoyable as much as possible. Like if it starts to become a job per se, then you take the joy out of the game. So I think being a younger guy, I guess I can relate to these kids, and being a player here. I know what it is like being a player here. So I think that's something that we get each other on that basis. And I'm a pretty positive person for the most part. So I think that's something that is motivating to players, and you don't ever see me really get mad. I'm, like I said, pretty even keel, so I think that's something that helps.
Nice, that's pretty good. And what do you do in the off season?
Well, I work for a sports academy out of Cochrane, and I'm probably still gonna go and work there. Need to make money. Obviously, the coaching gig isn't the most. It doesn't pay the most, anyways. So I gotta try to keep busy and put some cash. But right after the season, I'm gonna take some time. Probably go on a trip somewhere, probably somewhere hot. and just relax and kind of get away from the game for a little bit, because it is a grind. Like I'm Christmas being a week away, I really need that week just to kind of reset and go see friends and family and people that you haven't talked to in quite a while. So yeah, that's my plans anyways.
Nice, that's pretty good. And what is something that you like to do in your spare time?
Hockey's kind of my life, well, not unfortunately, but I watch a lot of hockey. And then I try, if I do have time, I like to go to the mall or something, but I haven't really had that much time, so yeah. I kind of always watching hockey. The Edmonton Oilers are my passion too, so watch it. At least someone agrees with me. It's hard in these parts of the province. Lots of Flames fans, and the Flames are doing so well, and the Oilers, they're coming along with Hitchcock now. So I watch a lot of hockey.
Nice, that's pretty good then. And what is the most interesting thing about you that people might not know?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm pretty open book. If you know me, you probably. I don't really hide too much. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't really tell you, actually, to be honest. I think people that do know me, they know me pretty well. I'm not a reserved person, and by any means, I'm pretty outgoing, and so there's not too many that you wouldn't know, I guess.
Well, that's not bad then. All right, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
Oh, that's a tough one. Probably Superman, just because he can do it all. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not much of a superhero guy, but if I had to pick one, it'd probably be just Superman.
Well, that's not that bad then. All right, and you are a new addition to the Crayon Box. What color would you be and why?
I'd probably say black, because it overpowers everything. Yeah, if you put black over anything, you're just gonna see black. So yeah. I would say black. I don't know, I've never actually had that question before, so that's an interesting one. But yeah, I'll say black.
That's pretty good. All right, and last one. You've been given an elephant. You can't sell it or give it away. What are you gonna do with it?
Oh, I'd probably. I don't know. My house isn't very big, so I don't know where I'd keep it. But I'd probably. I can't give it away. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I would try to probably just keep it close in the hoodoos, maybe, and so I can check on it and feed it and water it, and then I'd probably try to create some cash from it somehow. So whether it be elephant rides or try to turn a profit. But yeah, it's another interesting question.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
No, thank you.